Hey y'all, back for my 3-minute word for the day. God puts you in these situations or takes you to a place that you don't understand. Instead of just saying, oh God, I don't know why I'm here. But you say, why? Why am I here? Why did I have to go through this? Why this? Why that? We're not always going to understand why God does the things he does. Just like, with a parent, if you're a parent, you don't always understand why your parents do things, right? But when you're younger, you just trust them enough that they're going to do the right thing. Not every case that's not every case as parents did the right thing for their children, but God is a different case. God is the almighty God that loves you with the everlasting love, that he died on the cross for you, and he rose 3 days later so you might have life and have it more abundantly. So when you're walking through a situation where you don't understand, or you're like, God, you can just, even part of the Red Seas, you can just do this in one day. One day. It's not going to take longer than one day for you. Instead of, questioning, you say, God, I trust you through the process. God, I may not understand it, but I trust you. God, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm waiting on your promises. God, I don't know, but give me the strength to make it through. Give me the strength to make it through until you move me into where you want me to be. And, that's just what we need to do. We don't always understand it. We don't always like the things we go through, but that's like, in your job, you don't like your job, but you do it. You go to work because you have to, when you're a parent, you discipline your kids because you love them. We go to school, we don't like it sometimes, but we learn things. And that's how God does through these different situations and puts us in places where we don't understand, and in jobs that we don't think we should, I don't know why I'm here, if God opened the door that no man can shut, and he can close doors that no man can open. So if you're there, it's for a reason, you just need to learn to listen, take the stillness of God and listen to him, and know that no matter what, God is going to work every situation out for the glory. Even if you have to walk through hard times, it's a training process. Do you think that Jesus didn't, wanted to die on that cross and wanted to get beaten beyond recognition? You think that, they said he was beaten beyond where he was unrecognizable. His mother didn't even recognize him. Imagine what she thought watching her baby do that. Just like imagine what God felt going through that. And when he cried tears of blood, and he said, God, if it's your will, take this cup from me. If you want to, you can, I don't have to walk through the situation. And Jesus may not have quite understand, what God the Father was doing. But he trusted that God the Father had a plan. And that it works out for all the good. And sometimes we go through hard situations. But in the end, it works out. And we don't see it when we're going through it. But we're going to get through it one day. You just got to keep trusting and believing that he's going to do it. That's my 3-minute word for the day. Have a great day.